Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. I'm going to be doing a full face of Project Pan items today. I did do my brows already, I always do that. I don't have any brow products that I'm currently panning, but I am panning an eye primer. So this is the Amuse Cosmetics eyeshadow primer. This is from the Shop I Say website, so it's $1, it's super cheap. It's not my favorite primer. I like it well enough, but it does end up creasing on me a bit. I found my best way to apply this so that it doesn't crease is with a dry sponge. Also, I'm just so sorry about my hands. I got this like spray self tan water because I thought maybe it would give me like an extra boost of confidence, and it's like in a light shade. So like my face and my neck are like slightly more tan, and this is kind of the tan level that I like. And I didn't wash my hands after I rubbed it in, and I guess now I look like a Oompa Loompa, so that's too bad, but whatever. But yeah, this primer probably will crease on me today. It just kind of depends. Some days it does, some days it doesn't. But I'm still trucking along with it, even though it's pissing me off a little. Okay, so for my eyes, I'm working on two different products for eyeshadows. One is my Pan That palette, which is a custom palette that obviously I am trying to pan. And the other one, this is new. This is going to be for our project half panned. This is the Angelica, Nyquist, and Kaleidos Club Nebula palette. So my goal is to hit pan in every single one of these shades. I have yet to do that. We literally just started this project yesterday, so. But I'm gonna do a little bit from both palettes probably. Give me a moment. Alright, so I'm going to start in my custom palette. I'm going to go in with this red here. This is from Costal Scents. It's Pomegranate Red, I believe is the shade name. And I'm going to take that on a Rephr number 15 brush and put that in my crease. And again, from my custom palette, I'm going to go into this hot pink shade. This one is from ColourPop from the Ooh La La palette. I'm shocked that I haven't hit pan on this yet, but that's fine. I use hot pink like literally all the time, so I don't know why this one. It's a little more hard pressed than a typical hot pink that I gravitate towards, and this isn't my favorite one either, so maybe that's why, but whatever. I'm gonna blend out the edges with that. I am going to also jump in to the Kaleidos palette and use a little bit of this peach on the edges to really liven this up. Then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the shade Rock Hopper, this like gray here. I don't really know how this is gonna work. Maybe this eye look is gonna be a total flop, but I think this will be. That's what it sounds like when my cat scratches his ear. He's so weird. Okay. I feel like this is like I love this color. It's like a super grungy purple, blue, gray. It's really, really stunning. And I feel like kind of unique to my collection, but maybe not. I feel like if you do it right, warm tones and cool tones can work well together. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I'm going back into the red shade. Do I like that? It's kind of a purple here. That's fine, I think. I feel like the lid shade is really going to have to pull this together though. I feel like this is kind of an odd combo. What do I know though? The obvious choice is Nebula here. This like gorgeous pinky orange reflect, or we could do, this one could be cool. Or the green. Don't think the green's gonna work. That one could be about. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with the shade Astro from the Club Nebula palette. Cause like, look at that. And on the edges of that, before it meets this outer corner color, I'm going to go in with this shade from my custom palette. It's from the original BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. I like this shade, but it's not something that I use often, so I'm trying to incorporate it a little bit into my looks, at least on like the very outer portion. So Okay, and I am going to go into a bit of Nebula as well, this shimmery shade. I'm gonna put that right in here on this little fluffy brush. I think that'll be a fun pop. We'll see. What happens if I layer them? What happens then? You know what? That's kind of cute, actually. Okay, I think I'm going to, for now, leave it there on the eyes. No, actually, I lied. I'm gonna take a little bit of Celestial down here and just add that to my brow bone on this same little fluffy brush. Tie in the whole shimmer vibe here. And I'll probably take a little Celestial around this inner corner as well. And because it leans a little purple, I'm going to take a little bit of this purple here from the It's My Pleasure palette from ColourPop, and add a little bit of this around here. It's like a whole mishmash of shimmer shadows. Okay, so then I'm going to add the Sigma Beauty Wicked Gel Liner. I'll probably just do a wing and tightline with this, but I'm going to do this off camera because I'm very bad at doing it on camera. This is in my project pan, and then I will get back to you with both eyes done and we'll start on like the base and stuff. Alright, wings are on, tightline's on, whatever. I don't have a primer in my project pan currently, so I'm just going to be using my Becca First Light Priming Filter. Sad news about Becca, dude. Sad news. I'm not sure. I've been debating buying backups of my under eye corrector, but at the same time, I haven't been using it that often lately, so maybe I don't need extras. I don't know. I'm really debating this. I never freaking prime my forehead because I don't want to disturb my eyebrows. In my 21 and 2021, I have this Pretty Fresh concealer from ColourPop in here. I'm going to add a little bit of this. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the concealer from my Project Inclusive, which is the one from Neutrogena, the Radiant Cream Concealer. I like this one a lot, unfortunately, but whatever. And while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to add some Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury around my face. I'm going to blend this in with my skin tint when I put that on. But yeah, I'm just going to blend out this concealer, and I'm going to go in with the Neutrogena Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. I do like this one, but I feel like the formula is a little weird. Like sometimes it doesn't sit well with what I have underneath it, and I don't know what the common denominator is. So I've been trying to figure that out. Sometimes it like pills and it like cracks on me, and I don't know why. And then other times it looks really great. So I don't know that I would recommend this one. I wouldn't anyway, just because of the lack of shades, but I'm gonna go in with some of this as well. The Charlotte Tilbury is not in my project pan. It's just kind of like an unofficial panning since I have my Glow by Auric now. So I'm gonna add a squeegee of this guy everywhere. This one does oxidize a little bit as well. So I think this is the lightest shade, but it does match me more when I'm a little more tan. And today is one of the days that I'm a little more tan. So perfect timing. Maybe it doesn't mix well with my Auric. Maybe that's it. That would make sense. Okay, well, and in my Project Inclusive, I have the Milk Makeup Bronzer Stick. I have not been using this as much as I need to in order to pan it, so let me add a little bit of this on today. I've been bronzing my jaw for the sheer purpose of using any little amount of this more. I don't care. This is going to take me like several thousand years to use up. I don't know what possessed me to put it in this project, but I'm going to blend it out with this little Real Techniques brush, the 204. I think this is like a foundation brush, but I don't use foundation brushes, so. And I found that this bronzer is definitely a lot warmer than I prefer these days. Like the undertone is not my favorite anymore. I used to absolutely love it, and I don't know that I want to like declutter it necessarily. I might if I don't have significant progress or if I haven't like fallen back in love with it by the end of the year, but something about this like isn't quite what I want it to be anymore. I don't think it's gone bad or anything, but my preferences have changed. And to balance this color a little more, because I just feel like it pulls far too orange on me, I'm gonna take my beloved Cream Tint Pro in Contour right here. This is not in a project pan. I just really, really freaking love it. I'm gonna take a little bit of that on this same Real Techniques brush and just put that everywhere to cool it down and help sculpt me a little bit more. I've been bronzing my ears too. I don't know why. I just kind of have been. Bronzer has just been like one of those weird products for me recently where nothing is quite like what I need it to be. That has me a little bummed out and stressed out. Okay, I think that looks all right. Unfortunately, I have two more bronzers I'm panning. One of them is a powder bronzer. This is from Makeup Revolution. This is the Bronzer Reloaded. I do like this one, but again, my bronzer preferences have been changing like crazy. So although this one is really beautiful in formula and color, it's not what I prefer anymore. I might like it a little more now that I'm tan. I mean, I don't mind it when everything's all, you know, said and done, put on my face, but I could go without this step, really, truly. So I don't know, like, what I'll be doing with some of these projects since my preferences are changing so much with the products in here. I don't know if I'm willing to use them the entire year, but I'm sure going to try that out. Okay, but yeah, that bronzer is really beautiful. It has like a really gorgeous, like, golden type shimmer in it. I'm just gonna sponge over everything real quick. Make sure everything is blended-ish. I've been lacking in my blending skills recently, which is just a tragedy. Okay, so I'm gonna make a blush concoction here. So these two are my project pan. This is the Nudies Bloom from Nude Sticks and Poppy Girl. This is in our project inclusive. And then this is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Growth Flirt right here, which is in my 21 and 2021. So I'm going to take a little bit of this Nude Sticks one on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to mix in with that a little bit of this blush from Rare Beauty. This is in the shade, oh no, not this one, Happy. I'm gonna mix in the shade Happy. And then after I put this on my face, then I'll go in with Growth Flirt as well. This helps like peach it up a little bit more because I've been wearing a lot of corals, which is fine. I like coral blush, but sometimes I just want to switch it up a little bit. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna use that same Real Techniques brush I've been using. Start back here. Really mainly focusing that along my temples. Okay, then in with a little bit of Growth Flirt. And then I think I'm gonna do some watercoloring. Khaki got me really into this. I just think it looks so pretty to do this. I'm sure half of you guys think I look like a crazy psychopath. I just feel like it ties in everything together. Like the blushes make me look more, you know, like tan than bronzer does because of like just the way it's applied. Like everywhere the sun hits your face, if you apply blush there, it kind of gives you like a sunburnt vibe. And although I don't like being sunburnt, I like looking sunburnt. I think it's like the cutest thing. And for my highlighter, I have Dose of Colors and I Love Saturday Soulmate. This used to be my absolute favorite highlight, and I still like it, but I don't need as much of it as I used to. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this on this little BH Cosmetics brush and just hit the highest points of my face. It's gonna be, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use this up by the end of the year. I've hit pan on this like 3 times and repressed it, so I'm shocked. But when I was really into this, I think I was powdering still, so I would use quite a bit of this, or I would use like all powder products, and then I would go over with this pretty intensely because I think shiny powders don't show up as well over top of matte powders as they do over a wet, sticky kind of base. So I don't know. I'm just going over with my blush brush so there's no like line of demarcation where the highlighter is. Again, this is a gorgeous highlight, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pan this. It's stressing me out. Like, I'm feeling a little hopeless on some of these items. Okay, and then for lips, I don't know if I'm gonna like this color today. I like it sometimes. This is the e.l.f. Retro Paridise lip liner. It's the deepest shade from that Retro Paridise set. I just don't know what the shade name is. It's a really warm brown, and I don't love a warm brown lipstick on myself that often. So, the lip liner pulls too warm in comparison to my general lip liners. We'll see. I like it with like super warm eyes and a super warm face, but
she's eating really good.
Oh, good.
She's having fettuccine with hempseed and strawberries and peanut butter.
Lovely. She's probably starving. My daughter's eating a good lunch. Anyway, I like this color. I just don't always love it on myself. So I might like it a little more because I'm extra tan today. I tend to like this as more of a standalone lip color than a lip liner in combination, but we'll see. On top of that, I have the L'Oreal Color Reshine in Glossy Fawn. I knew that name by heart. And I'm getting close to being done with this. It's still gonna take me a minute, but I'm gonna add this on top. And I don't hate that lip color today. Not bad. It's not my favorite, again, but it's not bad. I can manage this. So let's do the rest of my eyes real quick. I'll probably just do a little bit of that gray color on my lower lash line, I'm thinking. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a little bit of Rock Hopper. I might have to smudge a little bit of the black down there too because I hate when there's a gap. I think instead of going in with the reds, I'm gonna go over top of that with Cylon, this like purple, and see how I like that. Maybe I'm gonna mix Cylon and Red Giant, the red down here. A bit of the blue as well. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna take a little bit of You're My Only Hope. It's like this gorgeous purple silver white reflected here, and pop that on my inner corner because I think I want something a little more bright. Yeah, I like that. Might as well pop a little of that on the brow bone too. Okay, that is the products. Let me go ahead and do my mascara. We'll see if I do lashes. I might do some freckles. We'll see what happens. And I'll be back with the finished look. All right, here's everything completed. I did throw on some lashes from Kiss. These are the 01 lashes, just because I thought with the wing that I need a little more something for my eyelashes. I've been toying with lashes a little bit more recently. And then I added a little bit of Rosé Rave from Fenty, the Diamond Bomb, because I felt like I needed a little pink on my cheeks, a little more pink sparkle, not gold sparkle, so whatever. But hopefully this video was somewhat enjoyable for you or entertaining. Hopefully it was kind of inspiring. I like to mix and match my products and try my best to utilize them in ways that are functional and realistic for me, and these are ways that I like to do that, especially in like with my blushes and the highlights, kind of mixing everything so I can kind of have the best of both worlds there. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in our upcoming videos. Bye!